Okay, as discussed in the last class, how to read a data from a file, and so by using uh, IO package. So what are the classes we have in IO package? By using IO package, we have done this, right? So this, like, you just understood how to read data from a file, like, TXT file, and okay, how to write and data some like, normal file. But let's think about, suppose let's we have a uh, like Excel file. Okay, so let's have think about Excel file. I have a Excel file. I have to read data from Excel. So Excel is not like a simple raw data, right? How we have in a text document, like in a text file. So it's like a cell-based, row, columns kind of thing. And also, I have to read each cell wise. And if I want to create a data dynamically, suppose I have a data, I want to push the data. I want to store the data, like, some employees data, some products data, something like that. So if I want to push the data, and if I want to store the data in a Excel file, okay. So like how the columns are there, and each column have the value, like, different rows, like, multiple rows, we will store that. So that kind of things, if you want to take care. So how we can do it, okay? So that let's try to understand that concept today. Okay, so generally, reading and writing, we can use IO streams. So we have a predefined classes, and also we understood how to read from data from keyboard also, and then file also, and how to write the data also we understood. Okay, we have output stream objects, and we can use that output stream object. We can do it. So this is what generally we'll do. But this is the special case, like, reading a data from Excel and writing a data to Excel. Maybe you have a requirement. If you see some applications in a real time means in a real usage. Maybe you people use some of the applications. If you use the banking applications, like, when you log into your bank account, maybe if you want a statement, okay, bank statement in Excel format, there is some option. So you will select the month, and then you will select a download option with Excel. When you click on the Excel download, you will get an Excel file in your local machine. That local machine, mm, the Excel file. So when you open, so you will clearly see that number of transactions in Excel file. So if you try to understand this here, this is dynamically created file. It's not someone go and enter the data in the Excel file, isn't it? So it's not someone went and entered the data and give it to you. It's a programmatically generated. So program generated file, isn't it? So you guys observe that, right? This kind of use case. So whenever you go and download some application, like, Excel file, you will get it. Okay. So like this, even if you observe in the websites, there are many scenarios you can observe that, the files will be downloaded in Excel format, so which is generated programmatically. Okay. So now there are a lot of scenarios are there, which will be, used, which will be used for creating Excel file, and uh, reading Excel file data, some kind of scenarios in real time. Now let's try to understand here how to read data from Excel and how to write data to Excel. Okay, so we don't have any direct APIs. API means predefined libraries, and which is already implemented classes in our Java, like a JDK. So maybe there are some third party tools we have. Third party in the sense means some people implemented uh, company implemented some APIs, so that there are many APIs out there, like many companies implemented that. So let's try to understand the data, how to read data from file. Okay. Okay, so guys, so far any doubt?
Okay.
Okay, so now see, in a JDK, you know that the Java SE API, Java SE API. Let's go and see that. So here you don't see that kind of libraries which will be used directly Excel reading. We know that only, you know, uh, Excel. Uh, so we don't have any some kind of description which can be used like this. Okay, there are many like these are all the packages which we already have, that Java as part of Java SE and JDK other modules. Okay, all modules. These are all if you want to see that. Let us say there are Java.base, Java.compile, Java.desktop, Java.sql. So some of many things. We don't see that predefined libraries, and as part of JDK. JDK, you guys understood, right? What is this document is specifically? The moment when you download the Java, so you will get a JDK. So that JDK inbuilt have a lot of predefined classes. So this document will talk about those classes. What are the classes? What are the packages? Each class and what are the methods? All detail will contain in these documents. You don't need to go and open the each class, and it's very difficult to go and open the code level and they understand that. The document will help us a lot, right? Fine. Let's go and look at that. There are some APIs which will be helpful to you read the data and write the data in Excel. Okay. See, Excel APIs in Java. Just I'm searching in a Google. Okay. Java Excel API is mature, open source Java API. There are some APIs. Say, look at this. Uh, the Java Excel libraries, Apache POI, Java Excel API, working with Microsoft, something kind of thing. Okay. So this JXL API, okay, these are all the different APIs which will help you to read the data from Excel and write the data to Excel. Okay, see, one by one I will open. So this is the Java. What is this? Apache POI. So this is the Apache POI, and this is Java Excel libraries, and yeah, there is a one thing here, JXL API. So this is Apache POI, and also Excel, Java read and write with some kind of. Okay, there are different things maybe. Okay, the most popular one is Apache POI. Okay, so Apache POI, Apache company is providing the predefined libraries which will help you to read data and write data to the Excel file. Okay, so you can go through the document. It's saying that the Java API for Microsoft document. What is Microsoft document, guys? What do you mean that? What do you mean that Microsoft document? So mostly we are using, Microsoft documents like MS Office. The MS Office, as part of MS Office, we have a Microsoft document. What are the documents, guys? You don't know MS Office till now? You guys know that,
Yes.
right? So what is MS Office then? What are the documents we have in MS Office? Oh my God. You don't know what are the elements in MS Office? When you install MS Office, what are the things you will get?
Word, Excel.
Yeah, document, Word document, Excel, and
PowerPoint, MS
PPT,
PowerPoint,
like
Access.
PowerPoint, MS Excel. These are like that we will get it. So that means this Apache Py is not only for the Excel, it is supporting for the Java API for all Microsoft document.
Microsoft document.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe we our requirement we try to understand reading and write data in Excel. So not only to create Excel, if you want to create a document dynamically, if you want to read data from a document means a Word document. If you want to create something like a more Word document, okay. So all related it will support. Okay. So like this, it's talking the document, but how practically we will do it, we'll see. Okay, this is the home, and if you go this download, they are giving libraries, which is the latest release, 28th October 2019. So like this, they are giving some libraries. You can download the libraries. Library means it's Java libraries, and you can use that. Okay, this is the binary distribution, and this is the source distribution. What do you mean in binary distribution? You will get a dot classes, I mean jar files. If you observe that, if you click on that, there is a this is a Apache Py like this. So like this, we can get the implemented libraries which is already implemented. We can say it's a API, okay, Java API. So which will be used to complete our requirement. Okay, so like this, you can download this. This is the library, and you can see that the doc Java docs. So these Java docs, what it talks about. So how to do this, the requirement, you can go through the docs, and it will talk about the C. So they created the classes. This is not part of JDK. Please remember that. These classes are not part of JDK. This is Apache Py's created some libraries. So you don't need to worry about it. See, look at this. There are a lot of packages, different packages, and there are different classes. And by using these classes, only thing is you have to understand how to use these classes for your requirement, how to do that. So that's the thing. So you can get all the classes information. Suppose you have got I just downloaded, guys. Look at this. I just downloaded, um, you know, Py here. If you observe this Py, I just downloaded, and this is the library. I downloaded from official website, which is created by Apache Py company. Okay, so look at this. The moment when you download it, when you extract it, what it contains generally? It contains jar files, and what jar file contains? The jar file contains the classes, predefined classes. What that jar file contains? What are the classes? This document clearly help you to understand. Okay, but you have to see. Look at this. There are many classes. It's clearly saying Apache Py documentation, drawing format. There are different formats out there. There are different classes which will help you do that. Okay, so you now we have to understand which classes are helpful to read the data from file, Excel file, write the data. So these are the next step we have to understand. Let's say we have a product. So how to use that product, if you understand, then you are done. You don't need to worry about how to implement. Let's say you got a new mobile. Okay, so mostly what kind of things you will face in when you are implementing a requirement is, suppose you got a requirement. So what is the requirement now? The Excel reading, creating. This is the requirement, correct? So you don't need to worry. Generally, you have to look into that. Is there any predefined library product which will help you in your requirement? Okay, which will help you to implement the requirement. So that is how we have to think. If there is no one is implemented, and a JDK is not available to implement that, because the libraries are not available for implementing that, and And also there is no third party, like which you see that Apache Poi. So there are some companies out there. If you don't have, then you have to think how to implement. As a developer, you have to think and you have to develop the things. Okay, this is the third step. First, you have to look into the JDK level. If you have those libraries, you can use and enjoy the with those and implement the requirement. And if it is not available, then you have to look about the third party libraries. And if even third party libraries no one is implemented, then that is your job to implement. Okay, so this is how you have to proceed for every requirement when you face in a real time. Are you getting me? So now, so these are the classes, but only thing is you have to understand how to use these libraries. That is your job. Okay, suppose today you got a phone, new phone, but what is your job? So you don't need to worry about how to manufacture that, how to develop that. So you have to worry about how to use the application. I mean, if you don't know how to use that application properly, what do you do? What do you do, guys? If you don't know how to use that mobile, you are not correct user. Like, so you should understand to use that and enjoy that feature of the mobile. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So suppose, let us say, so some your grandfather or grandmother who doesn't know about the smartphone, if you go and give that, that is a feature is there, and if they don't have an idea to use that, then that is a useless for them to you. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in the same way, you have a libraries uh, in a market for a requirement. If you don't understand how to use that, then that library will become, even if it is there, you cannot do it if you don't understand how to use. It's not the case how to develop. If you want to develop, these are all the classes. Let us say there is no single library which is available in market, which is not available. Okay, then can you do all these classes? If you want to do a lot of things, you have to do. It's like a big project you have to take care. Am I correct? So manufacturing new mobile is easy, or using a easy? Using already manufactured mobile, which is already manufactured device, is using is easy. Which is easy, guys? Yeah, which is
Manufacturing
already
device.
there. If you try to use, that is the easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So think about in that perspective. So now you should have to understand, how to use this. So this is just now by going through the document, we understood that this Apache Poi is going to help you uh, uh, home download. We downloaded that, and we are looking at that. Okay, let me look at that the libraries which we already downloaded, and it's still extracting. I don't know, it means it has a lot of classes. Still it is extracting. Total how many items, guys? 6,600
689.
items. So it's look at this, how many, what are there are many APIs and documents. Let us see, a lot of things are there it's trying to do. Okay, let it extract. And this is what we observe the document, and we observe the document, and we observe the how to download the libraries. And now we have to understand how to work with that. Hmm? So how to work with that? If you see that the document text extraction, okay, Apache Py text extraction for number of years now, Apache Py has provided basic text extraction for all the project text extraction. Look at that. They have given some sample application, sample program also. If you see that, so they are using file input stream. You know that file input stream, right? It's a part of Java API, like Java.io package. And then they are creating object for which class? Py FS file system. So this is not a part of JDK. This is part of libraries which we downloaded. So like after that, what they are doing, they are giving the file and they are reading the data, and then they're extracting the data. Like an Excel file they are giving, and they're extracting the data. They are reading the data from Excel. So, and a Word document. Look at it. They have given Word document, how to read, and how to work with the PowerPoint. Guys, look, are you getting me? So like this,
Yes,
they
sir.
have given sample also how to use. Suppose you got a product, you will get a manual document how to use a product. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Suppose you purchase a new TV remote, then you will get some manual document how to operate the TV, and how to what are the features we have in a TV. So everything you will get a document, right? Am I correct? But generally, people will don't go and use that manual to do that. What generally people do? Guys, please respond. What generally people do?
It's using directly, sir.
Yeah, how come they can use without knowing? Suppose let us say you got a new TV, which simply you don't know how to operate it. What are the features? Then so then what generally you will do if you want to operate that TV? One option is there. You have to refer the document, which is you when you purchase, you got that reference document, manual document. So that manual reference, you will get it. If you don't go through that, then what is the other option to operate the TV? Hmm?
Using an experiment, sir.
See, yeah, generally what you do is you will learn from others who already knows. Am I correct? And
Yes.
also you have to try your own. Maybe it may work, it may not work. So like that. So there are two options to learn anything in a like these libraries. One thing is you have to go through the document and each line, and you have to try to understand because you know that already some Java, what is class and what is file and what is that, you know that. If you don't know the Java, you cannot understand again, right? So in the same way, so going through the document, going through the example, and you have to understand, or else you have to take help from others who already knows that. This is how we can do that. These are the libraries they are giving like this, how to encrypt and decrypt. Also I will come to you what is encryption and decryption later. So like this, there are document clearly is helping you to do that. Okay. So and also they are giving component APIs. Component API means look at this: Excel, PowerPoint, Word. Okay, publisher. Some there are different things they are giving. What is our requirement now?
Excel.
Excel. So they gave complete document. Okay, Excel overview. So what is Excel? They give see that even if you're a new person, if you have a very good patience and very good concentration, then you can go through that reading and understand the things. And quick guide. It's a man document which completely give you. So how to create a new workbook. Workbook means what? It's a Excel file, right? So Excel file have a lot of Excel sheets, like sheet one, sheet two. Guys, you know that Excel, right? So I don't think so. Everybody, I don't think so. Everybody don't know about this. You have very good idea on this Excel file, right? Look at this
Yes,
guy.
sir.
They have given the features. They are saying that index of features. So what are the features in a mobile? Camera feature, and uh, playing songs, and so there are many features like apps and navigations, maps. There are many features available in the mobile. Am I correct? In the same way, what are the features of as part of this API? So they are talking about index of features. These are create a file, create a sheet, workbook. How to create a new workbook, how to create a sheet, how to create a cells, how to create a data cells. Like everything they gave. If you simply go through that and you can do it. But the only thing is if you go and see that create object, which class object it is a part of. I just now downloaded the this one, right? Library. So that has the this class and do that. And how to create sheet, they gave the code. See, if you observe any code, creating object, call the method. Creating object, call the method. Because it's all predefined things which we have to use those to work it out. How to create a cell, they gave. How to create a data cell, they gave. Like this is the third party tool. So it's a very good documentation, right? Do you think, see, clearly they gave everything, the document, how to do. But to understand this code and all, you need a basic knowledge of the core Java. Am I correct?
Yes,
What is
sir.
a method? What is a class? What is the how to call a method? What is the parameters? What is a for loop? What is the if condition? What are the control statements we have? If you don't know those things, you cannot understand the code itself. So most see, this is the logic they gave. Look at this. This is a object creation. This is another object creation. This is method calling. This is method calling. This is method calling. This is method calling. Are you writing any logic here? We are just using two different things. Like this, you have step by step explanation how to do that. If you clearly go through this document and do it, so then you are done with the requirement. So it's a very you don't need to worry about it. Okay, this is the one way. Okay, this is the official document going through that, reading the downloading the jar files, understanding the classes, and looking at the example. They have given. So look at this. They have given examples also. Example also. Basically, they have given example also. They just see that they created this one. They have given some samples how to do that also. They gave cell format, how to see. I want to format the cell in this height. I want to do color. These are all the things doing programmatically, not by manually. Manually anyway you go and you can do it by but actually some application has to generate. Suppose if you want to generate this manually also, you have to do some effort, right? And bolding and removing and aligning and bordering, many things you have to take care. So they same things how to do in a by using hmm, this Apache Py. They gave that. Okay, like this they gave Excel use case also. Okay, so this is how we have to go through that document and you have to understand, guys. Are you getting me? Guys,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so this is a one, see, just I'm trying to explain you how this is not only for this Excel system. Tomorrow you got a new requirement, then you have to do that. Then you have to search for the API document and go through the document. And you have to do it. This is how we have to approach. Anyway, so what I will do is just go through the document. Maybe just we will try to understand. But tomorrow I will take one example because from this by using Apache Py only we'll do. Not only Apache Py, we have another things also there. If you see that, what is this? What is this, guys? JXL API. So this JXL
Yes.
API also will help you to do that, but it's not that much powerful API if you observe that. They are saying it is only for what? Excel, not for other things. Excel API, write and modify Excel files. There's some features they talked about. And they have given document and they have given tutorials and something like that. If you see that, what are the classes we have? The document, these are the things. And what are the versions we have? This is the document. This is simply 1, 2, 3, 4 packages. It's a very simple API. And you can also use this API to do your requirement. So this is another one which will help you. What do you think, guys? Which is best, Apache Py or JXL?
Apache Py, sir.
Yeah, because it has a lot of features. And also we have one more thing here. There are some libraries they are talking. Say, look at this. To handle they have given some documentation by code something. Apache Py, Philo, JXLs, JXL API, Apache Common CVI. These are all the list of APIs which you can use for the same requirement. So the most popular is what? Apache Py, which has a lot of features. You can use it. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is how the whole idea how to do the requirement whenever you got it by using third party libraries, then you can go and do it by going through the document. Anyway, I will try to do some example tomorrow and I will show you. Okay, so if you see that, look at this. These are all what libraries. These are all the libraries and as part of Apache Py, and they have given document also. The document which talks about completely what are the classes, so this which just now we have gone through that, no? Component document, so the same documents. Okay, a simple thing is you have to go through that and do that. But anyway, I will go and demonstrate one program by tomorrow, like how to read data and write data, so that you just can have a look at it and understand the things. Okay. Okay, guys, any
Yes.
doubts so far?
No, sir.
So like, and also you can go through some tutorials, not only for the official document. You can go some tutorials. Some people will do that. Maybe some may, some of the things are correct, but most of the things will be correct. But the official document clearly giving, if you go through that correct, it will give you correct direction. If you don't understand the things and you need help, and again you can search other things, and some tutorials will have, and you can go through that. To understand all those things, you need a basic things like all the Java related concept. Otherwise, you cannot understand the things. Okay, guys. Thanks for your time, and we'll meet tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.